Hello everybody, this is Atushi and you're watching the channel Atushi's Edulore English for All. What is that makes us sound fluent? The right pronunciation of the words? In this video, I'll be highlighting 10 such words which we widely use in our day-to-day conversation. Despite of that, we mispronounce them. I'm not getting into the technicalities and the other complications or the phonetic rules. All I'll be doing is pronouncing the words correctly. And you have to listen to the sound carefully as well as observe the lip movements so that you can also pronounce the word correctly. Listening to the word, observing the lip movement and practicing the word again and again will eventually help you to learn the correct pronunciation. Now, kindly note here, we need not sound like an American, neither we have to sound like a Britisher. All we have to do is we have to maintain a neutral accent. Before I get into those 10 words, let us understand what is a syllable. A syllable is a part of a word. One syllable contains a single vowel sound, and syllables are pronounced as a unit. In short, I can explain you the word book. Book has got one syllable, book. The word water, water. It has got two syllables, water. So the many sounds that I'm taking out, that is what the syllable, water, two syllables. The word banana, 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 three sounds, so three syllables. So in English, we have such words, many words with multiple syllables, one syllable or two syllable. Now we need to know which syllable we need to stress and which syllable we need to unstress. Stress means the syllable where we have to put more force while speaking. That means we need to speak it with a higher pitch. And which syllable has to be unstressed, that means which part of the word we need to speak with a lower pitch. If we know that and if we practice, then we can pronounce the words very well. The first word, P-O-E-M. How do we pronounce it? Poem? No, the correct pronunciation is poem. Poem. We have been hearing this word several times, but we have learned to pronounce it as poem. But the right pronunciation is poem. I love to read all the poems written by Robert Frost. The second word, P-I-Z-Z-A. How to pronounce it? It is pizza. Pizza. It's not pizza. It's not pizza. It is pizza. Pizza. So that T sound comes in the middle. It's pizza. My friend has invited me for a pizza party. B-R-E-A-K-F-A-S-T. How do we pronounce it? The meal that we take in the beginning of the day, the first meal of the day. Is it breakfast? The right pronunciation is breakfast. Breakfast. So that F-A-S-T, that A sound is dropped and it is breakfast. I had bread and omelets in breakfast. The next word, pronunciation. The word pronunciation itself is mispronounced. And the confusion is because of the two different words, pronounce and pronunciation. When we say pronounce, the sound is pronounce. But when it becomes the noun form, it is pronunciation. N-U-N, pronunciation. I like her pronunciation. O-F-T-E-N. How do we pronounce it? Now this word has got two different pronunciation. One is often, and the other one is often. Often is the British pronunciation and often is the American pronunciation. Now what happens in British pronunciation, we need to drop the sound of T in the word and it becomes often. I often visit my relatives. And in case of American pronunciation, the T sound is prominent. I often visit my relatives. My advice is to follow the British pronunciation. The next word is W-O-M-E-N. How do we pronounce it? Woman? Woman? No, the right pronunciation is women. Women. The confusion arises because of the word M-E-N at the end. M-E-N is pronounced as men and we also pronounce this word as women. But the right pronunciation is women. 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 Women empowerment is something which is mostly talked about these days. How do we pronounce etc? Something that we put at the end of a list? etc. Is it etc. or do we pronounce it as etc? No, the right pronunciation is etc. Etc. The T sound comes etc. I brought apples, oranges, etc. The next word is V-E-H-I-C-L-E. How do we pronounce it? Vehicle? Vehicle? Now here the H sound is dropped and the right pronunciation is vehicle. It's vehicle. You can look at the correct pronunciation as I have converted it into the writing in the screen. It's vehicle. Vehicle. That H sound is dropped. The last two words are R-E-C-E-I-P-T. The one which we get when we check out from a hotel or when we buy something. How do we pronounce it? Receipt? No, the correct pronunciation is receipt. Receipt. I got the receipt after making the payment. Receipt. The next one, K-A-N-G-A-R-O-O. How do we pronounce it? Kangaroo? No, we are not supposed to stress at the middle syllabus. Rather, the stress is on the first syllable, that is kang, and the pronunciation is kangaroo. Kangaroo. There are many kangaroos in Australia. With this, we come to the end of the video and you have got 10 widely mispronounced words to practice. Often in our school days, we have more focus on our writing skills and we neglect our speaking skills and have broken pronunciation. I hope this video will be quite helpful for those of you who want to improve your pronunciation and sound fluent. And yes, this is the first video of my series of pronunciation. I'll be coming up with many more videos on pronouncing the words in the right way. I hope you liked the video, and yes, do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and yes, stay connected for further updates.